Okay, everyone, Delta 1 here. Quick update. Okay, that's a little strange. Alright, two things have happened. Other than my work crap that was going on, keeping me from working on the truck. There's been issue getting parts, not because of waiting on parts, but it's mostly because I'm looking over here again. It's because I've been waiting on the mail company lost my package, particularly that one. Right now, here's where we're at. We're here. This is where we're at. The 3.6 is amazingly easy to disassemble. But the issue that I've come across is that the dealership doesn't really keep the 3.6 parts on hand. So I had to go online and get them. Well, they are OEM, the parts that I've gotten. However, the big issue that I've come across is, fortunately, the outlet source that I get for my parts is literally one state over. Two if you count actually going through the state, but technically you're only going across the leg of Alabama, so you don't technically spend much time through Alabama. But the Postal Service lost my package somewhere in Florida. Leaving Florida and getting to Mobile, Alabama, which is less than about maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes away. They lost my package. It took my package 3 days to go from Florida, leaving Florida, like saying it dispatched from Florida to Mobile, Alabama, which is like maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the max away from the location in Florida. 2.5 hours it took them to get 3 days. And I wasn't notified. See, my package was supposed to be delivered 2 days ago. And I wasn't notified that it would be delayed until yesterday evening. And it took a whole day. The thing is, like, the heads I ordered, the heads came, the replacement heads that I was going to use on the truck, they ended up coming before USPS, and they arrived within minutes of each other. But that's one thing. The video card that I used got corrupted. Don't know how. It won't even. I can't even format it, and it works out. And that had my Alltel video on it. It had. I think it had like the remaining half of my teardown of the engine. I did get some with the video. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have that card either. The other card came out. So I don't even have the video of tearing down the engine. So basically the entire engine teardown was like literally gone. So basically I'm gonna try to do as much video as I can. Doing short clips of what I do, because I don't have my other action cameras. I can't wear it to do anymore. So I'm gonna do handheld updates as I put the heads back together. In case anyone wants to see the heads, let me see. In case anyone wants to see the heads, I'm putting the exact same heads back on them. I had them pressure tested. There's nothing wrong with them. They don't leak. There's no cracks. I did have water sitting in the bottom of 3 of the 4 pistons, so there's that. I pumped 5 gallons of fuel out of the fuel tank, and then took a water bottle and pumped fuel into it to see how much water was actually still in the tank. And there's not really any in there. Obviously, there's going to be some, but you have to understand there's maybe there's literally a little under half a tank of fuel in there, and I do not want to drop the tank for that, and I do not want to run the pump all the way down for that. But here are the heads. This is the best carbon I could get off of it. they are amazingly clean. I mean, you'd expect that because it's only got 45,000 miles on it, but that's what we're doing today. Um, the neighbors are nosy, but that's what we're gonna be doing today. I've soaked these heads. I've cleaned them. I've cleaned the block. I've cleaned the timing cover, which is down here. Almost died. I'm not picking that up. It's quite heavy for aluminum. I went to the store and bought the actual 36 millimeter nut that goes on that. So now we're going to go put the heads on. So, like I said, I don't know how much I'm going to get because I don't want to break this phone. That's the other thing that happened. I didn't count that. I broke this phone, particularly. Actually, it's in the box ready to be sent back to C-Spire. I broke that phone filming before. This is my replacement phone. I have a backup phone, which is an S8, because this is a Note 8. I do have backup S8, but I don't have the means of replacing it once it's broken. Because I would have to disassemble that phone and replace the screen or anything that breaks on it, whereas this one I could just send back. I do have a bit of a surprise for the truck when it gets done. My truck does not have tire pressure monitoring. That's all associated with that body control module. That's good because that means that I can switch the wheels over from my Ram over to the other Ram. Also, I have a vinyl wrap, not a vinyl wrap, a vinyl sticker, I guess, that I got from InShane Designs, and I have a Street Speed 717 sticker for the window for the Ram, but that's not going on until after I finish the truck. So that's going on that. I have to buy another wheel, well, another tire for the wheel. Well, I guess the wheel is technically the entire assembly. So I have to buy another tire for the rim so I can have matching wheels all the way around, and they're highway all-terrains rather than the mud terrains that I have on the other Ram. So we're going to get to doing that. Like I said, I'm going to try to put as much video as I can into this phone, and I can actually, when I go to work tonight, I'll actually edit it and then try to upload it. But we'll see what we can do. This won't be a slow job. I got the entire, what came in the mail today was what I needed to, even start on the job, which was the head gasket kit that comes with the entire intake and lower intake manifold, which I'm only going as far as putting the heads on it, getting my compression tester, putting the timing, putting it in time, putting my compression testing on it, and rotating it and seeing what compression I get out of it. And then if I do get good compression out of it, then I'll go even further and start putting stuff together. But the truck did start and it ran before. It just didn't run long mostly because it still had water in the inside of the head that I couldn't get out. But I also did not want to damage the engine because I wanted to get the water out of it. So not as cost effective, but it's more efficient to actually take the heads off, being at how easy it is to get these heads off. But we're gonna go do that. We're gonna start with making sure that our area is prepped fully, and then we're gonna slap the gaskets on. Then we're gonna slap the heads on. Then we're gonna torque them down. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna torque them down yet, but to test, obviously, to test, not to run the truck, to test. But I'm probably going to go ahead and, I don't want to torque them down, because if I torque them down, they're torque deal bolts. If I torque them down, they leak. But it doesn't leak enough for me to be a bother if it does leak. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and we'll see where we go. Like I said, I don't know if I'll finish today. I'm hoping to finish today because it came in at 10:30 my time. So we'll see what happens. Peace.